Let's see.
La yasha'ala.
La yasha'ala.
Rise face the east. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Haya.
Haya.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak Wafka.
Malak Wafka.
Taba'a.
Taba'a.
Ra Tazaka.
Ratzazayaka.
Haya.
Haya.
I.S.H.A.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K.
Ba'arataza.
Ba'arataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Haya.
Haya.
Ba Shemayim.
Ba Shemayim.
Nafananawa.
Nathulanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wa Salaknawa.
Wa Salaknawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Ka Salaknawa.
Ka Salaknawa.
Kabawafyanawa.
Kabawafyanawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Tabaya'ainawa.
Tabaya'ayanawa.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Abal.
Abod.
Hawashainawa.
Hawashainawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahafapara.
Hafapara.
La'aiwalamyam.
La'aiwalamyam.
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debt.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us.
From evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. And the prayer for their power, the Haka. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha.
Nafananawa.
Nafananawa.
Haka.
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 Larapa'a.
Larapa'a.
Kaw Makala.
Kaw Makala.
Wakaw Madawa.
Wakaw Madawa.
Haka.
Haka.
Lataha.
Lataha.
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Haka.
Haka.
Lahakwiyam.
Lahapiyam.
Hamafiyam.
Hamafiyam.
Haka.
Haka.
Arukawaf.
Arukawaf.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please.
Please.
Give us thee a power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. And the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Mata Zabiya'ah.
Mata Zabiya'ah.
Allah YAHANNA.
Allah YAHANNA.
Ha Allah Wapyam.
Ha Allah Wapyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kayayalyam.
Ha Kalyayalyam.
Wa Akwafyam.
Wa Akwafyam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General YAHANNA.
Commanding General YAHANNA.
The generals.
The generals.
captains,
the captains,
the officers,
the officers,
the troopers,
and
the sisters.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'a Ayanya,
Asha'a Ayanya,
Al-Hahayim,
Al-Hahayim,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Isaiah,
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 Ma'ayin,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shemayim,
Shemayim,
Wa-Aratazah,
Wa-Aratazah,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yathan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regalka,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shemaka,
Shemaka,
Hanala'a,
Hanala'a,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamah,
Shawamah,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shemaka,
Shemaka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyamka,
Yamyamka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ayakayaka,
Ayakayaka,
Wayarak,
Wayarak,
Walayala,
Walayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamaka,
Yashamaka,
Makarai,
Makarai,
Yashama,
Yashama,
Afna Pashka,
Afna Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashama,
Yashama,
Taza Afka,
Taza Afka,
Wabawa Ayaka,
Wabawa Ayaka,
Ma'aitha,
Ma'aitha,
I will love,
I will
Aman,
Aman. And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes
I will lift up mine eyes
unto the hills, from whence cometh my help.
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer
He will not suffer
thy foot to be moved.
thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
he
that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. And this is Psalms 83. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Damayalaka,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Thakarash,
wa Al-Thashakwat,
Al-Thashakwat,
Al-Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awabyaka,
Awabika,
Yahamayawan,
Yahamayawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Imaka,
Al-Aimika,
Ya'ayawamwa,
Arbayamwa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayathaya wa Aitazawa,
Wa'athaya wa'ai Atazawa,
Al-Tazapawanyaka,
Altazapawanyaka,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanyakakidam,
Wanakakidam,
Magaya,
Magaya,
Wala Ayazaka,
Wala'aya Zakah,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Sham Yashra'ala,
Iwada,
Iwada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Nawa'ai Tazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Al-Yaka,
Al-Yakab,
Bayaf,
Waya,
Yakawafwa,
Yakarathwa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wa Yashma Alayim,
Wa Yashma Aliyam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagayim,
Wahagayam,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa Aimawan,
Wa'aimawan,
Wa Aimalak,
Wa'aimalak,
Palishaf,
Palashah,
Aimishabya,
I'm Yeshabya,
Tazawa,
Tazawa,
Gum Ashawa,
Gum Ashawa,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Aimam,
Aiman,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawai,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aishalaham,
Kamadyan,
Kamadian,
Kasaya Surah,
Kasaya Sarah,
Kayabyan,
Kayabyan,
Banakal,
Wanakal,
Koyashwan,
Kayashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayandara,
Bayandara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Nada Yabmawa,
the Da Yabmawa,
Ka'ira,
Ka'ira,
Wakazabak,
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 Wakatazalmanai,
Wakatazal Manai,
Kauna Sayakamwa,
Kalnasayakamwa,
Asha,
Asha,
Amawa,
Amawa,
Nayarasha,
Nayarisha,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Af,
Af,
Na'awaf,
Na'awaf,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
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 Shayatamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagalgala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanyaraka,
Panyaraka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Tabayayara,
Kaba'aya Ra,
Wakalaba,
Wakalaba,
Falahat,
Falahat,
Hayim,
Hayam,
Khan,
Khan,
Saradakma,
Saradakma,
Basa Iraka,
Basa Iraka,
Wabasawa Pafka,
Wabasaba Pafka,
Sabalaham,
Sabalaham,
Mala'a,
Wala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Kwalawan,
Wayaba Kwashwa,
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Bashwa,
Wayaba Awa,
Wayaba Alwa,
Aidi Ai,
Idi,
Wayakapawa,
Wayakapawa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya the Iwa,
Waya the Iwa,
Kaya Ata,
Kaya Atha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labadka,
Badka,
Al Yawan,
Al Yawan,
Alkaha Arataza,
Alkaha Arataza,
Aman.
Aman. And in the English. And in the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
Hold not thy peace,
and hold not thy peace,
and be not still, Yahweh.
and be not still, Yahweh.
For lo,
Thine
enemies make a tumult,
enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against
and have consulted against
thy hidden ones.
thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come
Come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabor
Gabor
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also is joined with them.
They have holpen the children of Lot.
They have holpen the children of Lot.
Selah.
Salah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kisan,
at the brook of Kisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Horeb,
Make their nobles like Oreb
and like Zayeb.
and like Zayeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all their princes as Zabah
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of the Most High in possession.
the houses of the Most High in possession.
Oh my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth for wood,
as a fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame
and as a flame
setteth the mountains on fire.
setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded
Let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be it.
So be it.
And the curse is, Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evils and curses
and punishments and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us,
thy prophets,
thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school,
sent
sent evils and curses,
evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
to
to the heathen,
heathen,
and shake loose a treasure
the treasure
of the rich of Israel
that
that refused to give to the school,
refused to give to the school,
force their riches
force their riches
to enter into thy sanctuary,
sanctuary,
sent evils and curses
and
punishments and destruction
punishment and destruction
to the Edomites
to the Edomites
and the nation
and the nation
and their drug dealers,
and their drug dealers,
the court system,
the court system,
the prison system,
Planned
Planned
Parenthood,
all the governments of our enemies,
all the governments of our enemies,
Amalek synagogues and armies,
Roman
Catholic Church,
the Roman Catholic Church,
the
the Pope,
Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation,
skinheads,
Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushai, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushai, thank you always. So be it. Put camera there.
Please.
Yeah. Taking it.
Shalom to all the people in the chat. Shalom, Shabbat, the Nika, Mambo Wa, Nakapaya, Ghost, I'm him, and Lamine, AGG man, yeah? Shalom as well. So you know where we left off last time more?
Yeah, we'll do Genesis 11. And Eba, Shalom, Pele. We got Genesis 11 and 18.
Okay. 1825, right?
Yeah.
Genesis 18 and 11, no, 11 and 18, it's luck here. Y.A.P.K, Shalashim, Shana, Walad, Atha, Ra'iwa. Y.A.P.K, Akaya, Hawal, Yadawa, Atha, Ra'iwa, Thashai, Shanya, Wama Athayim, Shana, Walad, Banyam, Waba, Nawaf. Wayakaya, Ra'iwa, Shathayim, Washalashim, Shana, Walad, Atha, Sharawag. Wayakaya, Ra'iwa, Atharaya, Hawa Lada, Wa Atha, Sharawag, Shabai, Shanyam, Wama Athayim, Shana, Walad, Banyam, Waba Nawaf. Wayakaya, Sharawag, Shalashim, Shana, Yalad, Atha, Bakar. Wayakaya, Sharawag, Akaya, Hawala, Yadawa, Atha, Shakawa, Ma'atham, Shana, Walad, Banayam, Waba Nawaf. Wayakaya, Nakar, Thashai, Shayim, Shana, Wayalad, Atha, Tharak. Wayakaya, Nakar, Akaya, Hawayalad, Atha, Tharak, Thashai, Aishara, Shana, Wama'af, Shanak, Shana, Wayayalad, Banyam, Waba Nawaf. The 18 you want to do?
That's right, yeah.
And Peleg lived 30 years and begot Rehu. And Peleg lived after he begat Rehu 209 years and begat sons and daughters. And Rehu lived 30 years and begot Serug. And Rehu lived and he begat Serug 207 years and begat sons and daughters. And Sherug lived 30 years and begat Nahor. And Sherug lived after he begat and Sherug lived after he begat Nahor 200 and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 920 years and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years and begat sons and daughters. Grab a seat, man.
Yes.
That's it. 25 to 32.
So we had Genesis 11 and 25. Genesis 11 and 25, which reads, Wayathaya Nakawa Akraya Hawa Ladawa Af Tharak Thashai Aishara Shana Wama'af Shana Waya Wakalad Banayam Waba Nawath Wayakaya Tharak Shaba'ayim Shana Waya Walad Af Abaraham Af Nakar Wara Af Haran Wa'ala Thawa Ladath Tharak Hawa Layad Af Abaraham Af Nak Wara Wa'af Haran Waharan Ha Walayad Af Lawat 28 Wayamath Haran Ayl Panya Tharak Abawa Ba'aratza Mawa Lada Thawa Ba'ala Kasha Dayam 29 Wayakwak Abaraham Wanak Wara Laham Nashayam Sham Ashaf Abaraham Sharaya Washam Ashaf Nak Wara Ala Malaka Bath Haran Abaya Malaka Wa'abaya Yata Ka'a verse 30 Watha Haya Sharaya Aikwa Ra'a Ayak La'a Walad 31 Wayakwak Tharak Af Abaraham Banawa Wa'af Lawat Ban Harak Ban Banawa Awaf Sharaya Kalathwa Ashaf Abaraham Banawa Wayataza Awa Atham Ma'awa Kash Dayam Lalakaf Arataza Kana'ai like Kana'aiwa Waya Ba'awa I Karak like Karak Waya Shabawa Sham and 32 Waya Hayawa Yamaya Tharak Kamash Shanayam Wama'a Thayam Shana Wayamath Tharak Bakar Rawa. How much verses?
32, that's it.
That was it? Okay. Then. Right. In the English, so was that Genesis 11 and 25, was it?
Come on. I'm not 7 up this one.
Right. Genesis 11 and 25.
And Nahor lived and begot Terah 109 years and begat sons and daughters.
So this is running down our lineage where we come from. It gave you the background to the East Indians, the Africans, and now it's getting to us. That's the whole point of Genesis, the 10th and 11th chapter. Running it down. People got questions. Where did the East Indians come from? The Bible's letting you know, man. They come from a man called what? Elam. You know, where the Asherites come from and so forth. Now it's letting you know where we come from a man called Terah, whose granddad was called Eber, whose dad was called Serug, and we're going to get to Abraham, who begot Isaac, who begot Jacob, and so forth. Keep reading.
Verse 26. And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abraham, Nahor, and Haran.
So Terah had 3 children. The one we come from is Abraham. Okay, loads like my granddad got loads of brothers, man. But I come from my granddad. You feel me? And Terah had 3 children. The one we come from is Abraham. The other 2 didn't become nations. Not every man becomes a nation. But some people have so much children, they become nations, man. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
Now these are the generations of Terah, begat Abraham, Nahor, Haran, and Haran begat Lot.
So Terah, Abraham's father, had 3 sons. One of his sons called Haran had a son called Lot. That's the famous Lot that everyone talks about, who was in Sodom and Gomorrah, whose wife turned to what? A pillar of salt. So Lot will be Abraham's nephew. Your brother's son is your nephew. Keep reading.
And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity in Ur of the Chaldees.
So Haran, Lot's father, Abraham's brother, died before his father did, man, which is very rare. It shouldn't really happen, man. There's not even a name for it. When a woman's husband died, she's a widow. You know what I mean? When your parents die, you're an orphan. But when your son dies, there's not even a word for it because it's not supposed to happen, man. And guess what, black man? That's how we die every day. We die every day. We die in a way that's not even supposed to be. Parents shouldn't be burying their kids. And Haran died the exact same way, man. Haran died before his father in his land of nativity, meaning the land he was born, which is what, Iraq.
Yeah, today.
The Chaldees today will be Iraq. It ain't hard to find. You can look in the Bible dictionary, you can Google it, and so forth. Keep it in.
And Abram and Nahor took them wives.
And Abraham, so one of Abraham's brothers died. Abraham had 2 brothers. One of them died. So him and his other brother got himself a wife, man. He got himself a rib. Keep it in.
The name of Abraham's wife was what's that?
Sarai.
Not Sarah, Sarai.
So Abraham, I keep saying Abraham because his name was changed later to Abraham. You know what I mean? His name at this point is Abram. Abram had a wife called Sarai. And that's why in the UPK we change your name, man. Because why? When you become a new person requires a new name. You're no longer that person, man. You come in the truth, your name was Dave. You ain't Dave no more. Right. Dave sold crack, man. Dave was, homosexual, man. You're a new person now, so you need a new name. I know who Dave was. Dave in his class no more, man. Trooper, what your bad name, Parker, Market, whatever your name, man. He's here now, man. So at this point, his name was Abram. Her name was Sarai. That was his wife. Later on, her name got changed to Sarah. And his name got changed to Abraham, which means what? Father of many. Why? Because he became a father of many, man. He's a father of the Ishmaelites. Who was father of? The father of the Israel. All 12 tribes, man. Right. Technically, they're not the father of them, but through him, you even got the white man. Right. You actually got that as well.
They're pretty much white man.
But keep reading.
Arabs. All right. And the name of Nahor's wife, Milcah.
And the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, so Sarai, and you had Milcah. Slakia.
The daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, the father of Ishka, but Sarai was a barren.
So Abraham had a brother, his brother had a woman, and his brother was popping out kids, man. What was their Milcah and all types of names? But Abraham's wife couldn't get pregnant. She was barren. I mean, she couldn't breed, man. So lucky I put in better terms. Sorry, the Benjamite came out of me. I tried to hold it, man. It just bust out. She couldn't get pregnant, man. So lucky.
She had no a child.
She had no child. And today, in 2021, the roles have changed. Women don't want to get pregnant. They want to keep their body nice and slender and no stretch marks and be a whole run up and down. In biblical times, the goal was to get pregnant, man. Right. A woman with no children was frowned upon. Like, yo, what's wrong with her, man? She can't breathe. That's right. It was frowned upon. You read in the Bible, a woman with no children was like, like women will cry in the Bible and say, oh, everyone's laughing at me. Today, women don't want to have kids, they want to be sluts and be whores. I think J-Lo had her first kid, yesterday? Janet Jackson had her first kid yesterday. The goal nowadays is to have no children, just be a whore and run it, run up and down. Keep it in.
And a terror took Abraham his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go to the land of Canaan.
So Terah, Abraham's dad, took his son, took his daughter-in-law, his son's wife, took his grandchild Lot, took all of them, and then they migrated to the land of Canaan, which later on became the land of Israel, man, where we're going back to, man. At this point, Israel didn't exist. Israel is in Abraham's loins, should I say. At this time, the Canaanites owned that land. So it was called what? The land of Canaan, man. Right. That's how it is. Just like at one point in time, Kingston in Jamaica didn't exist. Why? Because the British didn't have it yet, man. Right. The Spanish had it. And at this time, it wasn't called the land of Israel. Why? Because Israel didn't own it, man. Africans was there, man. So luck, yeah. Just thinking about it makes you sick, man. Yes. Africans were in our holy land with a plate in the lip, man. My nice, good old land, man, with a plate in your lip, man. Right. And the long neck, that giraffe neck, the bangles and that, man. Doing blood sacrifices and all the type of things, man. Right. Keep it in.
To go into the land of Canaan, and they came unto Haran and dwelt there.
And they came to a place called Haran. No.
Haran, yeah.
Haran is the son in it?
No, there is a place in the land called Haran as well.
So you look, see, it's luck, yeah. So they came to a place called Haran. I have to get I'm not sure what it is. I have to get the dictionary. Not the dictionary, the map. They came to a place in Canaan, because obviously Canaan's a country full of cities, full of towns. They went to a place called Haran and they dwelt there. Keep it in.
Verse 32. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran.
Why is this in the Bible? The Bible's list running down where we come from, man. Our forefathers let us know. Our family, when sometimes your parents break out the family photos. I said, this is your grandma where I come from, man. She lived to this age and that age, and she moved from Jamaica to England in 1960 this and 1960 that. The Bible's doing the same thing with our forefathers, man. Letting us know our grandfather had 3 sons, man. We come from this son, and our grandfather took us from this land and went to Canaan, and that's why we're from Canaan, went to here, and he lives how long, and this and that, and this son died. And now he wrote it down. And the Bible's doing the same thing, man. Any more? One more? We 7 more. 12:15.
No, the 15 minutes to take prayer.
Okay, so that's it. So we're gonna pray out. We'll be here next week as well. Oh, you man looking kind of swole. You're looking kind of swole. You're looking kind of swole.
Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak Wafka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Ba Shemayim, Nathanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawafnawa, Wala'a, Sabayainawa, Banasayawan, Abba, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahafapara, La'aiwalamyam, Aman.
And in the English, our
Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed
be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not.
Into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us.
But deliver us.
From evil.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. And the prayer for the power of the Haka. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Baba Kushar.
Baba Kushar.
Nafandanawa.
Nafandanawa.
Haka.
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 Lara Pa'a.
Lara Pa'a.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Haka.
Haka.
Lataha.
Lataha.
Hamatazarayan.
Hamatazarayan.
Haka.
Haka.
Lahakuyam.
Lahakuyam.
Hamafiam.
Hamafiam.
Haka.
Haka.
Arakawa.
Arakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagara Shun.
Lagara Shun.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. And in the English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Please.
Please.
And give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. And the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Mata Zabiyah.
Mata Zabiyah.
Allah YAHANNA.
Allah YAHANNA.
Ha Allah
Ha Allah
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kwatazayanyam.
Ha Kayayam.
Ha Kayayam.
Wa Akwafim.
Wa Akwafim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. And in the English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General YAHANNA.
Commanding General YAHANNA.
The generals.
The generals.
The captain.
The captain.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be.
So be. And this is Psalms 121. Asha Ayanya.
Asha Ayanya.
Al-Hahayim.
Al-Hahayim.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Isaiah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa Aratazah.
Wa Aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Hanala'a.
Hanala'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashun.
Yayashun.
Shawama.
Shawama.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazaka.
Tazaka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yaz.
Yam Yanka.
Yam Yankam.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ayakayaka.
Ayakayaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamaka.
Yashamaka.
Makalrai.
Makalrai.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Afna Pashka.
Afna Pascha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashama.
Yashama.
Haza Afka.
Haza'afka.
Wabawa Ayaka.
Wawa Ayaka.
Ma'aika.
Ma'aika.
Wa'ai Iwalam.
I will
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, I will lift up mine eyes.
I will lift up mine eyes
unto the hills.
unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help.
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not offer.
He will not suffer
Thy foot to be moved.
thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
Will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold,
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade.
Yahweh is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
From all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forth
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalm 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Bakarash.
Wa al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awabiyaka.
Awabiyaka.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahami Yuwan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Imaka.
Al-Imaka.
Ya'ayarumwa.
Yahiriyamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha. Yawa'aitazawa.
Yatha. Yawai Atazawa.
Al-Tazar Pawanyaka.
Al-Tazar Pawanyaka.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanyakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magaya.
Magaya.
Wala Ayazaka.
Wala Ayazaka.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Nawa Ayatazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yaka.
Al-Yaka.
Bayaf.
Bayaf.
Yakawafwa.
Yakarahwa.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wa Yashama Alayam.
Wa Yashama Aliyam.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagayam.
Wahagayam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Aimawan.
Wa'aywan.
Wa Aimalak.
Wa'aymalak.
Palashaf.
Palashak.
I'm Yashabya.
Ayli Shabya.
Tazawa.
Tazawa.
Gum Ashawa.
Gam Ashawa.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aiman.
Ayman.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalam.
Kamadyan.
Kamadyan.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kasaya Sarah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakwa.
Banakal.
Koyashwan.
Ayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Bayandura.
Bayandura.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nadar Yabmawa.
Dar Yabmawa.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakazabak.
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 Wakatazal Manai.
Wakazal Manai.
Kauna Sayakamwa.
Kauna Sayakamwa.
Asha.
Asha.
Amawa.
Amawa.
Nairasha.
Nairasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagalgala.
Galgala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Raka.
Panya Raka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Saba Ayara.
Saba Ayara.
Wakalaba.
Wakalaba.
Salahat.
Salahat.
Hayam.
Hayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Taradatma.
Daradakma.
Basa Iraka.
Wasa Irika.
Wabasawa Pafka.
Wabasar Pafka.
Sabalahum.
Sabalahum.
Mala'a.
Wala'a.
Panyahum.
Panyahum.
Kwalawan.
Palawan.
Wayaba Kwashwa.
Wayaba Kwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Yabashwa.
Bashwa.
Wayaba Alwa.
Wayaba Alwa.
Aidi Ai.
Aidi.
Wayakapawa.
Wayaka Power.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Da'aiwa.
Waya Da'aiwa.
Kaya Ata.
Kaya Atha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labadka.
Labadka.
All you want.
Al-Yuwan.
Alkaha Arataza.
Al-Kaha Arataza.
Aman.
Aman. And in the English, keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And have consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come. And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Israel,
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance,
may be no more in remembrance.
for they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gobal,
Gabor
and Ammon,
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Selah.
Selah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Horeb,
Make their nobles like Horeb,
and like Zaeb.
and like Zaeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah,
all their princes as Zabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of the Most High in possession.
the houses of the Most High in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth for wood,
as a fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame
and as the flames
setteth the mountains on fire.
setteth the mountains on fire.
So I persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh.
that they might seek thy name, O Yahweh.
Let them be
Let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
whose
name alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the Most High,
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So be.
So be it.
And the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh,
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth,
King of heaven and earth,
and all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
listen to us now,
listen to us now,
right now.
right now.
Send evils and curses,
Send evil and curses,
and punishments and destruction
and punishment and destruction
to the heathen
to the heathen
that speak against us,
that speak against us,
thy prophets,
thy prophets,
the teachers,
the teachers,
the princes,
the princes,
the priests,
the priests,
the Israelite brothers,
the Israelite brothers,
and the school. Send evils and curses,
send evils and curses,
and punishment and destruction
and punishment and destruction
unto the heathen,
unto the heathen,
and shake loose the treasures
the treasures
of the rich of Israel,
that
refuse to give to the school,
refuse to give to the school,
force their riches
to
enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites, and the nations,
and
their drug dealers,
dealers,
the court system,
the prison system,
plan Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasikomathazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet, and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your word throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahawashi, Michael and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming in the name of Yahawashi. Thank you always. So be it.
When they bless Israel, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Barak Nawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabaya, Sapaya, Barak Rapah, Magan Hagan,
the Gordon family,
the
Bennett family,
the
George family,
the
Farquharson family, that's it.
Aitara, Carmel, Alishai, Ayala, Zaira, Kaya, Yashawan, Shakaya, Danica, Rowan, Aiden, Shay, the Trail, Omar, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, the water Aman. And what we said was, Lord, in the name of Jesus, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Jesus, thank you. And so be it. With that, class dismissed.